Welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Give to the running back. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming on that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants it.
Oh, it's out! And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ducks!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out in the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get... Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes, getting to the football.
Quick handoff. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia Southern looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Canes in the hurry up.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Bought a little Final time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it out fast. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Woods. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He makes the connection. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Bulldozes him. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call. Afterburner's coming. Running inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Air the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And he's going to run it back. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt. Just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. After the misfire now on second down. They'll run it to the right side. Nice move to keep running. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. This is a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A 3rd and long coming up here. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The DBs will back off a bit. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it's right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over the Astronauts. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Handoff to the lone back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The give from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Ducks want to move quickly. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the 1st half.
Well, jet sweep pass. Got some room in it to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're down by 21 points, but you got a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fired. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Going up top on first down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The give to the left. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
The Ducks come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. They'll run the option. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
The offense starts with a short field. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Oh, he's looking to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Army. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
The back goes in motion. Shakes off the defender. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first. Your He'll always remember this moment.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. Snags it on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A great catch and run for 6.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits those uprights right in half. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On the run, it's Petty. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Around the corner, it's Petty. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. Got room at the 35. Flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown Ducks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you to small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. One final play before the end of the quarter. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Leaves it with the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 45, Miami 24.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try it over the left side. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Coming after him. Keeps it going. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And your Oregon Ducks will take over first and 10.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They have given it up on all three of their previous fourth down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? They'll try it on the ground. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. First down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.